Hmm. Hmm. Hello, everybody. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outputs of Asterian visions in the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts. Turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women across the country are drawn to Oakmont. Haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning, the presence of something great, yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment, the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes Vanderberg. Alright then. Hey everybody, we're playing Sunken City. Sinking City? The Sinking City. Well, don't just throw it away if you don't need it. Well, that's rude. I'm guessing this guy's got the case of the crazies. For those that don't know, this is a Lovecraft game. Detective stuff. It's a little bit of everything. What do you expect from a Lovecraft game? Yeah. That's probably the man himself. Sure, I got Grand Theft Auto to beat and all that stuff, but here we are. Oh, don't go in there. Jumping directly into the monster's mouth is exactly what they want you to do. Don't you know? Did you know? Ooh, a brick. That'll be useful in the future for construction needs. A folding camera. Is this gun good? Something's in there. It's like an image of the city, like a reflection.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will. Never trust a tourist advertisement. Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Whatever this is, I want it. Alright, WASD, yep. Aim, fire weapon / use gadget, interact, hold, loot object, tabs, items, image map, Pin selected evidence on the screen. Run and crouch. Melee, reload, flashlight, mind's eye. Ah, okay. Listen, see? Shoveler. They call me the Shoveler. I'll send you to hell. Quit worshiping the sea. What about you, huh?
Now get out. Now get out. Now get out! Now get out! Now get out! Now get out!
Really? You want to say that to a detective, buddy?
At last, Mr. Charles Reed.
Well, you're clearly evil,
What
dude.
a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service.
Oh, goodness.
I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I've found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
'Cause we're
Oakmont
haunted.
is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to
Sounds like you're
reach.
just making shit
But
up, dude.
you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
Atmosphere for what?
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate.
The weird creepy guy praying over there?
Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature. Scion of a robust bloodline. A philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
I'm gonna make him wait.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Oh, fuck. No, never
I've
sleep
already
here.
feathered a nest for you.
Don't trust that.
There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef.
Don't trust that. Creepy evil dude.
Sounds...
Especially German looking like
Don't
that.
judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
I love
You're
how
a
many
private
options
eye,
you
yes?
have talking.
Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper. Places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular. Its ways
What truth?
mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
That's all we have a
There
market
is no
for.
consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Oh, that's it for
I
now.
wanted to say good thing. Nice suit.
Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you. We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
Whoa.
Is that a gun? Or do you just want a handshake? We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
Ah!
We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
Why won't you let me just kill you? Oh, all evidence. It's good when the game tells you that all the evidence is collected. It's a lot bigger of a city than I was expecting it to be. Why is this here?
We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
Just let you climb up whatever you want, huh? Nice. Haha. Why are there people worshipping the sea?
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed. The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
Really lets you get after it, huh? Can we all agree that this atmosphere is rather hellish and nightmarish? I'm guessing the guy we need to see is the guy who was sitting over there earlier, but... Explorers.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania? Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
I hope someone finds this. My name is Albert Thorgmont, and this is my will. I want to warn you, don't go to the depths below Oakmont. There's Unreadable. We should never have done that. Everything should have remained in the cave. Professor Unreadable. I feel what will become of me. It's singing in my brain, dancing on my eyelids every time I close my eyes. The cycle goes on and on and on and on and on, and in the end it comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father he's here.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it? Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Yo,
Can't
what's...
catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business. Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
I'm kind of interested in whatever the hell's going on over here. Oh. I really thought that was something, but guess not. Oh, nifty. Some of the climbs you can make are pretty dope. So there's no jump, but you can climb. Heard. Clear water. Well, I certainly hope it is. Can I climb up there? Maybe? No. Doesn't look like it. That would have been fun. So come on, you gonna give a nice, fun little secret place like that and not put anything in it? Fuck you. Frick you, game. Hello, coppers. You thought I'd be coming from over there, but I came from over here.
Your petty excuses. No one leaves the
Is that a
port
monkey
until
man?
My son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator. Just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
Well, good news for that. Your features are unusual.
If I may ask.
Why do you care?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. But he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my
I bet that's
words.
racism. Gonna be right up
Please
front with
forgive
it.
the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
You look weird. You look fucked up, dude.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have
You want to talk about a
cities
fucked up face, dude?
least
Look at
burnt
yourself.
Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us. The Throgmorton, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stick.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem.
Can I ask you a...
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing.
I have like evidence that your dad,
Yes.
like that he's
Let's
fine.
talk about your dreams.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you.
What makes you think you can...
Let's just
You were just
say I
screaming
tend to see
that
things
no one
like
is allowed to do
this.
anything until your son is found, and now this guy's like, "Let me find your son," and you're like, "Fuck
Sounds
you."
Use every man you can get.
Vera, you have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more.
Dane, did you not listen at all? This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left to call me.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the...
Where's the house?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye.
Who the fuck is
Standing
Kay?
Right in front.
You mentioned,
Yes. Face the house, then
as much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr.
find my son, newcomer, and be...
Huh? Oh, won't even let me.
Mr. Throgmorton.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into?
Bye.
These are just guys with guns?
I've said everything I know. I've said everything I know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
No. Mind Palace. Oh, it's one of those things. I'm helping.
There are police everywhere, newcomer.
Don't do
You
anything
sure
stupid,
you wave
newcomer.
that around?
And keep your hands where I can see 'em.
Fishies. This house would smell like absolute shit. They live with a boat like this? Just hanging out in here? With octopus arms just in the... Alright. Everyone has a bathtub full of blood and fish, though. I know I certainly do. Pardon me, is that fish's face rather human-like? It is indeed. Spectacular.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
What?
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this. It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
If they tossed it over, they'd be able to hop
Hello?
out.
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police?
Sort of.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, private eye.
Oh,
Tell me about you.
name's Will. Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore.
I want to know what happened.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just...
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. K is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I did not.
Hey! That's weird, right?
All the other guys.
Anytime a town has its own localized religion, that's weird.
Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pull...
I'll leave you to it.
Please, detective, sir, tell me...
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I...
Ooh.
Ed, I still hear those voices.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Hey.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella.
What was all that
He was
about?
beaten to a pulp. Choo choo. Ahem. Choo choo. Ahem. Choo choo. Ahem. 5 cards short of a full house.
I want to be a detective so I can just make shitty comments.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like. So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
That's weird, huh?
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Thank you, Fred.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
You know how it goes? Solving crimes in a Lovecraftian nightmare. Whoa!
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulena, Haft.
No. Here we go.
What's happening?
Take this, ape face.
So that is an Innsmouther shooting him. And then that guy looks like he's killing Paul.
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Yeah, run!
Well, this is clearly one.
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Mind Palace. And it's, as an incident, Luthus and his people suffered at the hands of the Throckmortons. So that could be the reason to hate them. Albert and the fisherman Lynn Lewis fled the scene after the fight in the house. I can track them using my supernatural sense. Sweet. Albert Throckmorton was dangerous and has posed a threat to Lewis Flynn and his fellow.
Yeah, I still hear those voices.
Yeah, so do I, dude. It's rather unpleasant. I don't want key evidence collected. I want all evidence collected. Oh, I didn't even know this was a room I could get into. Sweet.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for. Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed. Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed. The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
So where's the dog?
Yeah, I still hear
I can
those
barely
voices.
recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
There it is. Things look pretty good. Hey, shit's getting pretty bad looking.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Interesting. What the fuck are you? Little monsters? Alright, more Mind Palace stuff. Lewis may have wanted to kill Albert outright because he was a Throgmorton, rather than just drive him off. Everything seems fine.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Well, that and he has ape monkey blood in him, so, you know, you can't really... I know I'm supposed to go up that way, but I want to... That's a fish you can buy here? Want to go visit these people over here. With these octopus just lying on the boat, the dock. That's fairly normal, right? For docks to just have octopi lying on them. Really? All right. I didn't think that was sustainable. Oh, some hot dogs. Hey, lady, what's happening?
Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us. Holster that, please. You have no... Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us.
Why? Alright. Let me run an ad break, because I missed it at the first half-hour mark. So, I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Sorry, I thought my roommate was home and I was just checking. Ah. That's why I haven't been able to shoot anybody. I ain't got no bullets in them guns. Can I climb up the ladder? Of course not. again. I know it's not the way, but... like exploring everywhere, just to be on the safe side. Ooh, small streamers connect. What's happening, everybody? What have we got here?
There's something in the pocket.
Lewis, please just give one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. Ha, punny. I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping around the port, but don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything with double interest, Peter. Okay, before I go down, I'm gonna go up. And what's happening, you beautiful people from Small Streamers Connect? Happy to have you. Playing some Sinking City! Solving Lovecraftian horrors.
And the blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have gotten far.
Hmm?
Door won't budge.
Yo, dude!
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate. One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
With a whale carcass just chilling in here? I love how it's like Mind Palace, dude. Lewis, the Innsmouth that killed Albert Throgmorton, may be hiding at the bar in Oakmont Port. Seriously? No, like, hey, what the fuck was that? You just had a Lovecraftian monster jump out at you and you were like, yeah, that's acceptable. Well, I did that. Well, now I gotta find this bar. Oh, who the fuck are you?
What's your problem?
Please, take anything. Help me, please.
Oh, that didn't take long for me to discover that. I probably didn't need to jump down here, but my explorative ways were just like jump down the thing. Well, I appear to be a little injured. Perhaps that jump was a little too much for me. Maybe it'll be important. All this stuff will be important later. Hey, everybody's just cool with this knocked over a train?
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around. You look familiar.
Yeah,
but old
doesn't that
Billy hasn't
doesn't
seen
that
you
sound
around.
weird, dude?
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days. Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet?
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Yeah, I know. It's a Lovecraft game.
I'll miss the Carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure. Ugh, I'll miss the Carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Play something jazzy, fella.
Hey, knock it off.
Got some mystic shit to tell me?
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
It ain't good.
Yes, my dear. Yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see.
All right, how much?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. The sea will be generous in the coming...
I don't think
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars, circled by the dead. A race from one to the next, as time itself laughs.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
You are welcome. Embrace your fate.
That was a clue.
Welcome to Under the Kill. What do you want?
I'm gonna start shooting all of your fucking guests until you tell me where the fuck Lewis Flynn is.
I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea.
And
if it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell the perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't.
How about I
rat
start
for
killing
newcomers.
everybody?
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Throck. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
I will.
So, he's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
You want a drink?
A little.
What the? Get the... Oh.
Maybe if you guys just didn't have a pile of seaweed in your bar, this would be a slightly better place to live in.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Yeah.
Ugh. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Well, except that gross-ass face!
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
What kind of...
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? When I spit on...
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
Are you, though?
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're
Yeah. Have you ever seen me before?
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes.
I mean, you're being really racist for me to not blame
nobody
you for
left
this.
to protect us.
You have no
Innsmouthers.
remorse.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
It turns out I arrived here unprepared for business.
I knew you'd understand. Please, I told you the truth, I swear.
There's still a good chance I rat on him. He's got no remorse, and he's being highly racist about it. Oh, wow.
Told you the truth, I swear.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to do anyways.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk.
I didn't know I was having the finality of my choices made like that, so it's good to know that's how it's done for future reference, but I'm pretty sure. Hell yeah. Got myself a full mag, baby.
I've said everything I know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can
Alright.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures. And they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies.
Ape man.
But we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
No.
Yeah, found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse.
True origin drawer was the
Sorry,
friends we made along
he
the way.
was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
It cannot be true.
But it is.
No. I don't believe it. No.
I've tracked down your son's murderer.
Where? Who is he?
He says he is a descendant of royal blood. But this is like a culmination of like a bunch of Lovecraft stories at once. So there are these people called the Innsmouthers that look like the fish people.
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family. Took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful.
Like a lot of inbred people,
Mr.
though. You know, there's that question of whether his
Do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it.
royal blood
To think of
is,
I'm barely off the boat. Solves a crime.
I mean, come on, look at him. He's clearly an ape person.
Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I'm looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness, all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed.
Well, they didn't really say, but his name is Throgmorton, so that's like
This
as caveman as it
hysteria
sounds.
spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Hey. Well, I mean, the person that killed his son was also different, so...
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe
So which one's eviler? The evil or the evil that killed the
source.
evil?
As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
It's the person
Waterlogged
in the will.
ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a
The
natural
people from
disaster?
Halo?
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Has your expedition found anything?
Do not know. Albert is...
Oh.
Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe?
It has that look, yeah, like an
No
Outer
news
Wilds
for a
sort
week,
of.
Then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore
Love a good
and is
detective game.
killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
Well, duh.
If I'm going to look into...
I'll give you the address of the
That's all.
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert.
Well, all the
When you
DLC's
finish,
out,
come
so
see
now's
me
the
at
time.
Throckmorton Family Manor It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Revolver, bat, antiseptic, a knowledge point. Oh, I got a lot there. Hey. Earn more experience. Well, that's always the best thing to get first, right? I mean, you get more out of it. Oh, okay. Now I see. Heard. Okay, cool.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not? There are police everywhere, newcomer. You
Fine. Don't let me kill pivotal storyline NPCs. Frickin' jerk. I'm interested to see how the bar looks now that I ratted on this guy.
Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days. Oh. You want a drink?
The door won't budge. The door won't budge.
I'm guessing he's NPC's probably just still sitting in there. Hey, what the fuck is that? An alligator? That don't look like no.
Knock it off!
Eating up some octopus, huh? Gross. Nice.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this.
Devil's Reef Hotel, the Oakmont Chronicle, Oakmont Police Department, Hospital of St. Mary, Asylum, that'll be fun, Throckmorton Manor, Oakmont University Library, City Hall. Here it comes! The city! It's sinking! That's a great way to skip the shitty parts of the city they don't want you to visit. Just black out and have you meet right at the next point of interest. And now I got 2 guns. I know, Jimbus. It's an important day for everybody. Oh, it's one of those waiting for me things. I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops. No ship's named the Cyclops.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers. Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
Why are you keeping that thing if it's just haunting you?
Never again, they say.
Dear Mr. Reed, I understand you are the private eye that caught the murderer in the port. My life is in danger and I cannot trust anyone in this life. Please come to my room, which is just opposite yours.
Never again, they say.
Hold up. All that we see or seem is just a dream within a dream. What are those dates? So there's an 87-year deficit in those dates. Ooh, hey. Plague Doctor, huh? Can't wait to find these guys. Dayware. Oh. Laudanum. Nice.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
How diggity damn. I don't want to screw myself here, but the way I see it, maybe a long rest, maybe there are other things in game that'll allow me to heal, and I don't necessarily need to wait. The number of attacks on the Innsmouth immigrants has increased. Raids are intensifying with more and more incidents exposed to abuse and assault. Sometimes whole families are found dead in their house. Well, you know, it is what it is. Oh, hello. Well, yeah, this doesn't look great, friend. Local women were talking about a ruined house in central Coverside near the radio tower and the crowd. The ghost of the house owner and his family still read the unholy book they kept. Jesus, there's a lot of information here. Good Lord Almighty. It's a northern Coverside at the crossroad of Asher and Hubert.
The door won't budge. Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
Hey.
The door won't budge.
Yeah, let's try out up higher. Let's see what we got here. Well, yeah, there's too many coincidences. It's otherworldly horror! I love that as a private detective, I'm able to just roam the halls of this house. Who's this fine-looking fella? And I imagine this will come of some importance eventually.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you, though, mister. You want to stay on here? You stop making all that noise.
What noise?
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Got any proof it was me? It could have been one of my neighbors. I slept like a rock. I didn't hear a thing.
That's exactly what
I got a gun. I got 2 guns, buddy, with a lot of bullets.
Your neighbors are respectable people. Don't think your yellow-clad patron means you get away with everything.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. I'm watching you, newcomer.
Yo, what the fuck is this? I'm gonna talk about sanity and you have a giant fucking monster crab. You also got no problem with me going in your stock room? Haha, idiot. Let me look at those. Innsmouther kicked her. Very tall and skinny man started following me, that is. So everybody's getting visions, ends up coming here looking for answers. Huh. Yeah, of course those locations wouldn't be marked.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
That sounds like the KKK. Are they here?
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Comer. The comer. Alright, well I think I've gotten everything in this room. Oh, it's a fast travel location. Got it. This place straight up sucks. This is a lot more open worldy than I thought I was gonna get. You don't look like you're doing too hot, bud.
Don't do that again.
All that for some shell casings, eh? Everybody just chill with what just happened here? Suits and top coats? Don't mind if I do. Oh, beans. Well, there's another suits and top coat store directly across the street. They had to have seen that. That is a problem. Ooh, rat on a stick. Mind if I get some of that?
What's your problem?
The fact that you just walked by a dead guy with little to no concern. Jesus. Nice. Let's head inside this park.
Please help a fella out. I'll take anything you got.
Hey, knock it off.
Don't tell me what to do. Alright, so we got the coppers here. Don't mind if I do. So what to say, I'm like, you're not gonna let me in the police station?
Hello, officer.
Well, look who finally decided to show up. If it ain't Charles Reed, the genius that cracked the case of Albert Throgmorton.
Why are you being an
Captain
asshole?
Caleb Lyons at your service. What can we simpletons do to assist you, Mr. Holmes?
You and I have a problem, officer.
No. Aside from making everyone in the Oakmont Police Department look like idiots, let me be frank, newcomer. You ain't welcome. You slip up, don't cross a T or dot an I, and I'll treat you like every other criminal here.
And you wonder why you got a systemic problem.
Well, can I use the police archive in the meantime?
You can, but only because of Mr. Throgmorton's patronage. And heed me well, you're on mighty thin ice.
I could just
and
shoot
I'll be
you.
under it when it breaks. That's a very bad... Don't waste my time, newcomer. Don't waste my time, newcomer.
This is the archive, then what is this? Interrogation room. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, here we go. The hotel owner allowed me to look through the weird notes he found in the... It happened in Western Reed Heights on... Reed Heights. Huh. I think I'm going to come back with a little bit more information on that. Gonna wrap it up at the 2-hour mark. I want to at least investigate that other place before anything else happens. Harpoon guns, eh? Well, I don't like that. Jesus. Okay. Nice. No! You fucking bitch. Note on, there's no point running away. That blasted hollow-eyed freak always catches up with his grin, his long black coat, and those thin. Hollow-eyed freak. Oh, it's raining in the sinking city. Who would have guessed it? I'm guessing what's really important is in the bottom. Snooker! I think. If I just found this place and I was like, well... we're going visiting. It's gotta be. Guess whatever it is downstairs. I know, Jimmy. It's tense. What did I come down here for, then? So seriously, nothing here? Fucking goddamn it! What a waste. Guessing this is the expedition place. That's a pretty good sign of it. A big motherfucker kicked the door in, huh? But that one looked destructible.
Guess I don't need the key. Guess I don't need the key. Someone smashed it beyond repair.
Probably the dude who kicked the door in, huh? Pardon me, 1 second. Something swirls. Sounds of swirling of the deep. I don't like it. Probably something I'm gonna have to shoot. I'm gonna get one of these sick-ass harpoon guns, my dude.
Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition? Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition.
Okay. Ooh, nice.
Can't say I ever saw another shell like it. Can't say I ever saw another shell like it.
That's what I was hearing. Oh, lame. Lame game. Let me break it.
These samples glitter in a weird way. I wonder where they came from.
Probably the deep? Large bubbles, unbearable stench rising from the bottom of the sea. Guessing that was the professor mentioned. Unless it was all that Van Hamburg guy. Let me craft some stuff. So I don't run out of room. Yo! What the fuck is that, my guy? Also, this in here probably is not great. Partially burned cargoman. It's be delivered no later than Friday. Do not tip, probably was what it. Someone's hiding evidence. Can I get his gun? Titties.
Guess this helmet's beyond repair.
Yeah, what could have possibly have done that? It's time for me to step into the crime.
Grab the papers, smash the rest.
Yo, you Innsmouthers are not gaining a good reputation.
We don't have time to picket. Stand back. I fatah me fe I regach I dagon.
cool that you can see them all in this mode up here. So, did nothing up here, huh? It's also very obvious which is 1, 2, 3, 4 here.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Time to figure this out.
How is there only one of them? Also, this isn't hard to figure out.
We don't have time to pick it.
Grab the papers. Smash the rest.
Ay, fatah. Me fe ay.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Several men broke into the expedition headquarters. What they didn't smash, they burned. The archives, even the newspapers.
I haven't found everything. The expedition is long, but they still have clues to follow up on. They left the city on a freighter from Grimhaven Bay. There must be recent postings or ads about the freighter in the Oakmont Chronicle. Something is missing. Once I discover that, I will probably call it.
Guess this helmet's beyond repair.
What could I possibly be missing?
Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition? Someone smashed beyond repair.
So why are the Innsmouthers just naturally stronger than everybody else?
Guess I don't need the key.
There we go.
Can't say I ever saw another shell like it.
And we're still missing evidence, eh?
These samples glitter in a weird way.
Come on.
I wonder where they came from.
Here we
Map
go.
of Cape Cod. It looks like there was something here, but it's been erased.
Interesting. And since we have another skill point, gain more experience from all sources, gain even more experience from all sources. Not bad. So I guess the Oakmont Chronicle would be the next good place to go. Well, I'm here. Let me look at this one. Hubert. Walking down Whisper Street. I barely made it to Hubert Avenue. Near the corner of Tanner Street and Old Church Road. Supposedly, someone was over here and had one of those hallucinations. Let's see what that turns out like. Oh, come on! The all-seeing eye? Nobody else sees that? Ooh, don't mind if I do. I love how the cultists are just sort of like walking around. It's like, shouldn't they be killed? The notes are reflections of infested areas. I'm gonna run an ad. I'm gonna do this infested area, then I was gonna call it. I know I said I was gonna call it here, but ignore me. We'll run an ad. We'll be right back. Ah, this is the sound of that static they were hearing. Wow! Ooh. I'll allow it. There's a lot of good stuff in these. Can't carry any more what? Is that the... I want to say it's this. So I'm going to just go ahead and take care of it and then see if I can pick it up. Yup. That works. If that's just what happened when we walked in the door, I'm excited to clear out more of this. No. Okay. More of that. Okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to be here, gang. I wasted a lot of resources doing that. Jimmy, I know. Okay? I know you want to hang out with me or what. I don't know what. Just please. Oh, that sucks. Alright, well, the fact that you instantly die, that's kind of case in point that I should not be there. No. Alright. So no harm, no foul. I need to get myself a shotgun and a rifle and some other thing. Because clearly going in there with just plain Jane handgun rounds is just not enough. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. But my cat's being a real asshole, so I got to figure what his problem is.